Fine. Now let's move on to the sixth problem. What it reads: two nichrome wires A and B have the same mass. The thickness of B is twice that of A. If the resistance of A is 16 ohm, find the resistance of B. Okay. So here the problem is very simple. Here we can solve this problem by using R is equal to rho L by A by making some modifications into it. Okay. So firstly, let me just mention the given factors. What is given to us? Given that two nichrome wires A and B have same mass, but the thickness of B is twice that of A. So that means thickness of B is twice that of 2 times the thickness of A. So this is mentioned in the problem. Now, since the thickness is twice, definitely the diameter is also twice. Do you agree on that? Suppose in this particular wire, if the thickness is double, then diameter will also become double, no? Okay. So very clearly, this implies diameter of B is 2 times of diameter of A. So this is one thing that we should remember. Okay, fine. And here we will make use of resistance R is equal to rho L divided by A. But my friends, in this particular expression, we cannot arrive at the solution because here we are talking in terms of increase in the thickness. So whenever the thickness increases by 2 times, the density may or may not increase by 2 times, or volume may or may not increase. We don't know about that. So hence we'll just convert this equation in terms of volume. That will be much easier for us. Okay. So hence what I will do in this particular problem is I will multiply and divide by A in this particular equation only. Then what is L into A? L into A, my friends, is volume. L into A is volume. So therefore I can write this as rho into volume divided by A square. So resistivity into volume divided by square of the area. This is what we have obtained. Fine. I'll repeat once again. I am multiplying and dividing by A here. This is one important fact that we have to remember. Okay. So accordingly, but what is volume here? Volume, is it not mass? Mass by volume is density. Then very clearly, mass by density is volume. So hence, we'll just mention this as rho into mass divided by density divided by A square. Now my dear friends, here why am I converting this in terms of volume in terms of mass and density? Because mass and density for a given material, it is same, no? For a given material they remain constant. So obviously because of that reason I am converting this volume in terms of mass and density, mass by density, so that I will get the proportionality in terms of area. That is what I am doing here. So accordingly I can very easily mention this fact here as resistivity, mass and density are same. Because both the wires are made of nichrome, so obviously these 3 factors must remain same. Do you agree on that? So therefore we can say R is inversely proportional to A square here. Okay. Now one more important thing. the main approach why do I follow this was they have not mentioned anything regarding length in the problem. Have they mentioned anything regarding the length? They have not mentioned. In order to avoid that usability of length, I am making this adjustment here. ಕನ್ನಡನಾಗೂ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಂತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರ ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನಾಗ. ಸೊ ಲೆಂತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಕೂಡಲೇ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಲೆಂತ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಈ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಬರಲೇಬಾರ್ದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಲೆಂತ್ ತೆಗೆದು ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ ಇಂಟು ಎ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಎ ಇಂಟು ಎ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ ಇಂಟು ಎ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ನಿಂದ ಮಾಸ್ ಬೈ ಡೆನ್ಸಿಟಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡೆ. ಅದರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ತು, ಇವು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ ಎರಡು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆರಾಮ್ಸೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಪ್ರೊಪೋರ್ಷನಾಲಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇದೇ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್, ಈ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹಾಂ ಫೈನ್. ಈಗಲೇ ನಾವು ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ area A is given. Area A can be very easily found with the help of diameters. Okay, so therefore we will say as diameter of B is 2 times of diameter of A and area is equal to pi d square by 4. I'll write here and area is equal to pi d square by 4. Pi r square formula, in that you can write r is equal to d by 2 whole square is what? Pi d square by 4. We get this, right? So this implies as dv is 2 times of dA, very clearly we can say AB is 4 times of A here. Are you clear on this? Fine. Are you clear? Fine. So why we have done this, I hope you can understand. dB is 2 times of dA and A is proportionate to what? D square. So hingagi AB must be equal to what? 2 times of dA whole square under 4 times 1 kilo. Okay, so thus we have obtained this. AB is equal to 4 times of A, therefore R proportionate to 1 by A square. So hingagi naan ಏನು ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, RA by RB is equal to AB square divided by A square. Because inverse proportionality is there, no? So for that reason, okay. Fine. Now we can solve this like a cakewalk. What we are supposed to find? The resistance of B. Therefore, RB is equal to what we get? RA into AA divided by AD whole square. Fine. But we know that AB is 4 times of A, so thus we can say RA is how much? 16 into AA divided by AB is 4 times of A, 4 times of AA square again. Okay, AA cancels off. Thus we get this as what? 16 by 16, which is equal to 1 ohm. So the answer is 1 ohm, my friends. I hope this part is very much clear to you all. Okay, so now let's take a look at next problem that is in hand, that is 7th problem. Okay, so kindly have a re-look at the solution. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಲ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಓಕೆ, seventh problem. The external diameter of 1.2 meter long hollow tube is 12 centimeter and thickness of its wall is 2 centimeter. Calculate the resistance of the tube between its ends, given that specific resistance of the material of the tube is 0.6 micro ohm meter. Okay. Now, firstly, we'll just show the situation here like this. I'll draw this diagram. This is the hollow tube, okay, and in this hollow tube they have given external diameter, okay. So instead of making use of diameter, I will make use of radius here. So this is R1 and inner radius I will take it as R2, okay, and accordingly over here first we will mention P1. Length is given to us as 1.2 meter, okay, and external diameter is 12 centimeter. That means external radius, that is R1, is 12 divided by 2, which is 6 centimeter here, which is 6 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Then thickness is given as 2 centimeter. So, since thickness T is 2 centimeter, therefore internal radius R2 is equal to what? R2 is nothing but R1 minus thickness, right? Because this is R1. In this, if I subtract this thickness na minus R2, correct? So R2 is equal to R1 minus I'll write. Okay, so which is nothing but R2 is equal to, this implies R2 is equal to 6 minus 2 centimeter, which is equal to 4 centimeter here. This is 4 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Fine. So R2 we have found, okay, and what else they have given? Specific resistance they have given, that is resistivity. It is given as 0.6 micro ohm meter, which is nothing but 0.6 into 10 raised to minus 6 ohm meter. Okay, and here we are supposed to find what? Resistance of the tube between its ends. So I will take that resistance as R, capital R. So capital R is equal to what? This is what we are supposed to find. Okay. Now for this problem we will again make use of rho L by A formula only. Okay, but one difference that we will have is calculating the area. Okay. So in order to do that, firstly let me write the formula. R is equal to rho into L divided by A, area, okay, and here A is equal to pi into R1 square minus R2 square. This is one important difference that you should note, that is pi into R1 square is area due to external radius minus pi into R2 square, that is area due to internal radius. So obviously that will be what? Net area of that tube. Okay, so this is equal to pi into, that is 3.14 into R1 square. R1 square is, or else I substitute everything in the formula itself. Okay, length is known, area is known to us, rho is known to us. Let us calculate radius. Therefore R is equal to 0.6 into 10 raised to minus 6 into length is 1.2 meter divided by area. Area is pi into, that is 3.14 into R1 square. R1 square is obviously 6 into 10 raised to minus 2 whole square. So I will write it as 6 minus 4. Okay, here 6 square it is 4 square and whole multiplied by, I will write 10 raised to minus 4. Fine. So 0.6 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 1.2 divided by 3.14 into 6 square minus 4 square whole multiplied by 10 raised to minus 4, because 10 raised to minus 2 whole square is 10 raised to minus 4. Adana common ತೆಗೆದು ಹೊರಗಿಟ್ಟೆ. Okay, so we have obtained like this. Now therefore I can very easily calculate these all things and find the value of resistance to be 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 4 ohm. This is the answer that we are expecting here. Okay, fine. So I hope ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡೇನೆ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಕೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅದ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪೈ ಇಂಟು r1 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮೈನಸ್ r2 ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. Why? Because a tube has been given to us. Fine. So now let's move on to problem number 8. Fine. Now let's take a look at 8th problem. A wire of resistance 18 ohm is melted and redrawn into a wire 2/3 of its original length. Calculate the resistance of the new wire. What is the percentage change in the resistance of the wire? Okay, so in this problem percentage change in the resistance we are supposed to find. Okay, and they have given in this problem a wire of resistance 18 ohm is melted and redrawn into a wire 2/3 of its original length. So let us write down the given factor quickly. Fine. So original length I take it as L. L is equal to original length. Original length. Then they say that it has been drawn into a new wire of 2/3 of the length. So obviously L dash is equal to what? 2/3 times of L. This is what they have given in the problem. Okay, and we don't know about radius, correct? So hence I will make one assumption here. Let R and R dash be the original and new radius. Fine. Then accordingly I can very easily write down the volume constraint. Please remember, my friends, if length is increased, radius will decrease. If length is decreased, radius will increase. Correct? But volume of that particular wire will remain same, no? So hence we can go ahead with that particular approach. We say we can very easily write here as volume remains same. As volume remains same, that means we can say V dash is equal to V. V dash is equal to V. And over here, volume can be written as what, my friends? Area into length, volume. So hence I can say area A dash into L dash is equal to A into L. Now, what is the area of this particular wire? Pi into R square. So accordingly, I will mention this as pi into R dash square into L is equal to pi into R square into L. Pi R dash square into L, pi R square into L. Fine. So here we cancel off pi here. So and I know that length L dash and L, they have a relation. L dash is equal to 2 by 3 times of L. Okay. So therefore I can say that very clearly R dash square into 2 by 3 times of L is equal to R square into L. So again L can be cancelled off. So therefore I can say R dash square is equal to 3 by 2 times of R square. Now we will not take square root of this. Why? Because we can directly make use of R square in the formula. Rho L by A, that particular approach, fine. So very clearly I am mentioning R dash square is equal to 3 by 2 times of R square. Next, I know that the formula for new rate resistance, R dash is equal to what? Rho into L dash divided by A dash. Rho L dash by A dash, fine. So accordingly, now we can very easily manipulate for L dash length here and A dash area in terms of R dash, correct? So accordingly, this is equal to, I can mention rho into L dash is what? 2 by 3 times of L. L dash is 2 by 3 times of L divided by A dash is 5 into R dash square, 5 into R dash square, which is nothing but very easy approach here. But R dash square is nothing but what? 3 by 2 times of R square. So let us substitute that also. Rho into 2 by 3 times of L divided by 5 into, now 3 by 2 times of R square. So 3 by 2 times of R square is what we have obtained. Fine. Now I will take this 3 by 2 in the numerator, then it becomes 2 by 3 again. So accordingly 2 by 3 into 2 by 3, which will become 4 by 9. 4 by 9 times of rho L divided by pi into R square. But what is rho L by pi R square? Rho L by pi R square is resistance, original resistance, correct? Because pi R square is area here. So once again I mention this as 4 divided by 9 into rho L divided by area. Rho L by A. I will write here. I think it might not be visible, so let me just write here 4 by 9 times of rho L divided by area, original area. Rho into original length divided by original area. Now this is nothing but 4 by 9 times of resistance R here. So are you okay with this? 4 by 9 times of resistance R. What is the resistance given to us in the problem? Original resistance. Now R is given as 18 ohm in the problem. So accordingly I can write this as 4 by 9 into 18, which is nothing but, so 8 ohm we get. This is R dash. So R dash, my friends, we have obtained it as 8 ohm, okay, and R is 18 ohm. Now our job is to find the resistance of the new wire. We have found. Next step we are supposed to find what? Percentage change in the resistance of the wire. So percentage change we can very easily calculate it as percentage change in resistance. Percentage change in resistance is equal to, it is R minus R dash. R minus R dash divided by R into 100. so that it will not confuse you. Fine. So it is r minus r dash by r into 100. Now what is r? R is 18 minus r dash is 8 divided by 18 into 100. So this is 10 by 18, correct? So 10 by 18 into 100, which is approximately around, I can say, 55.6%. 55.6%. So new resistance is 8 ohm and change in resistance, percentage change in resistance is 55.6%. I hope this particular approach is clear to you all. Okay. Now let's take a look at our next problem, that is 9th problem. Okay. Fine. Fine. Now, 9th problem. A resistance wire is stretched uniformly to increase its length by 10%. What is the percentage change in its resistance? Okay. Now, in this particular problem again, I am making use of constant volume concept. Now, ಮುಂಚಿನ problem na ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನೆನಪದ ಈ ಹಿಂದಿನ problem ನಲ್ಲೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. We said that whenever length increases, radius decreases, or whenever length changes, radius will also change, but volume remains same. Okay, and if volume remains same, then resistance can be calculated by using volume method. Volume method we had used previous problem, if you remember that. Okay, I'll just try to explain that once again before I begin the problem. Here R is equal to rho L by A. This is the formula that we have. Okay. Now, since length is getting stretched, increased, okay, obviously area will decrease. Naturally, it will decrease because radius will decrease because of increase in length. But in this case, the approach to this problem might become difficult because they have not mentioned anything regarding area. Area ಎಷ್ಟು change ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಣ, what we do here is rho into L square divided by area into length. ಅಂದ್ರೆ length ನಿಂದ multiply divide ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಮಾಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ what we have obtained here, area into length is volume. So it is rho L square divided by volume. Very clearly, rho and V are constant here. Volume will not change at all. Correct? So accordingly, you can say therefore as rho and volume are constant, therefore resistance is directly proportional to L square. I hope this approach is clear. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆನೋ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅದ. ಹಿಂಗೆ ನೀವು ರಿಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು? ಬರೀ ಲೆಂತ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಒಂದ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನಾಗ, ಆ ಟೈಮ್ನಾಗ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಭಾಳ ಲೆಂತ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲಿ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಏರಿಯಾ ಇಂಟು ಲೆಂತ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊರಿ. ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲೆಂತ್. This particular approach will be used in this problem. Okay, ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಈಸಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊತೀರಿ. Will you remember this? Okay, fine. Now let's try to concentrate on what all things given to us. Okay, so given in this problem, a resistance wire is stretched uniformly to increase its length by 10%. That means they say that L dash ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು L2 ಅಂತೀನಿ. L2 is equal to, it is increased by how much? 10%. So I can say that L1 plus 10% of L1. This is L2. Is it not? Okay. So which is nothing but L1 into bracket 1 plus 0.1. Fine. So this is equal to 1.1 times of L1 also. So L2 will be equal to what? 1.1 times of L1. Correct? So now ಈಗ 1.1 times of L1 ತಗೊಂಡು ಅಂದಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಾಲಿಟಿ ನ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ R2 divided by R1 is equal to L2 square by L1 square. Are we okay with this? Fine. So this is equal to, what is L2? L2 is 1.1 times of L1. So hence we will say 1.1 times of L1 square, or I will write like this, 1.1 L1 divided by L1 whole square. ಈಗ L1 cancel ಆಯಿತು, then we get 1.1 whole square, which is nothing but 1.21. Okay, so R2 by R1 is 1.21. Therefore, R2 is equal to 1.21 times of R1. Okay, ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅಗದಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಏನು ಮುಗಿದ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. Now the problem is over. What is that? R2 is equal to 1.21 times of R1. Therefore, what is the percentage increase here? Is it not 21%? Very clearly you can derive that, but still I will write the formula: percentage increase is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by R2 minus R1 divided by R1 into 100. That is R2 minus, I think it will not be visible to you guys, so I'll just mention here. See here, we have R2 is equal to 1.21 times of R1. Therefore, R2 percentage increase. Therefore, percentage increase is equal to R2 minus R1 divided by R1 into 100. Okay, so here what is R2? R2 is 1.21 times of R1, right? So hence I can write this as 1.21 minus 1 divided by R1. Here whole multiplied by R1 I write into 100. So very clearly we get this as 1.21 minus 1, which is 0.21. 0.21 into 100 is how much? 21%. So our answer is 21%, my friends. Okay, so I think this particular approach is clear. 21% ನಮ್ಮದು percentage increase ಬಂತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, right? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು? We must use volume approach. I hope this is quite simple to you all. Okay, fine. Now let's move on to the 10th problem. Fine. Now let's move on to the 10th problem. A circular coil of 50 turns of mean radius 0.05 meter is wound using a nichrome wire of diameter 2 millimeter. Find the resistance of the coil. Okay, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಈಸಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟರ್ನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಅದೊಂದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗೋದು ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್? Circular coil of 50 turns. So let us write the given begin. Number of turns is 50. Capital N portion. Number of turns I take as capital N. Radius of the coil, I will write this as radius of coil is equal to, I take radius of the coil as 0.05 meter, which is given. I'll take it as small r. That is 0.05 meter. Okay, and can I mention this as 5 into 10 raised to minus 2? think I can, right? 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter we get, okay? Then circumference we will find first, okay? Once we find circumference, then we will find length of the coil by using this circumference, okay? And I'll just mention that formula here. Length of the coil is equal to circumference multiplied by number of turns. Number of turns is given to us as 50 here. So circumference multiplied by number of turns, which is nothing but, I'll take length of the coil as small l here. So small l is equal to circumference. Circumference is 2 pi into radius. Radius is how much? 5 into 10 raised to minus 2. 2 pi into 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 into number of turns is given as 50. Fine. So we given multiply madidre we get 5 2s are 10. Then we can very easily mention length is equal to I will mention here L is equal to, it is 5 pi value no bearing 100. I'll just keep it like that only. 5 pi meter we get length, okay? So which is approximately around 15 to 16 meter range, okay? Then next thing they mentioned about the diameter of wire. So that I will mention, diameter of wire. I take diameter as small d, which is given as 2 millimeter, which is 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 meter. This is diameter, fine. So we have mentioned diameter here. Then what else they have given in the problem? They have given resistivity. Resistivity rho is given to us as 1 micro ohm meter. 1 micro ohm meter, okay, which is 10 raised to minus 6 ohm meter. Fine. Now we have length, we have resistivity rho, okay, area we calculate ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು that is the main thing that we are supposed to find, correct? So I know that area of wire is equal to what? Pi into b square divided by 4, which is nothing but pi into 2 into 10 raised to minus 6 whole square divided by 4, okay? And this works out to be 5 into 10 raised to minus 6 meters square. 5 into 10 raised to minus 6 meters square, okay? So hence last step, resistance R is equal to what? Rho L divided by A, correct? So this is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 into length is 5 pi divided by 5 into 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, so everything gets answered, and as you can notice here, you will get the answer as 5 ohm. 5 ohm is the answer that we are looking for. I hope this particular solution is clear to you all. So here now bare ಯಾವ specific approach use ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ use ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು approach, calculating the length of the coil is equal to circumference multiplied by number of turns. This one you please remember. So ಇವತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾನು 10 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಮುಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಇವಿಷ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಸೈಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫೈ ಯುವರ್ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಕಳಿಸಿದ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಿಕ್ಕದ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡೇನೆ. ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ದು ಲಿಸ್ಟು ಸಿಕ್ಕದ. ಸೊ ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ನೋಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನೀಟಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ರೆಡಿ ವಿತ್ ಮೈ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಪ್ರೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಗೈಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಈ 10 ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ do take care of yourselves. Okay, have a nice time, stay safe. So and never ever forget to study. Study is the moola mantra here. Please be perfect with what all things we have covered under current electricity part. Okay, so then thank you very much, have a nice time. Thank you.